Okay, we are on Illuminate's dashboard and we are interested in entering data and printing report cards, which is a very important feature. So where we find this information is under the drop-down menu in our navigation bar for grades. And then you have several options underneath grades: entry, printing and print history, audit log, entry report, your preferences, and then obviously printing your report cards. So when you enter your information, you're going to go through entry, and it's going to give you a filter for finding your students. You will click on the year that you're looking at entering. And then if you're after your entire class, for elementary teachers, you just leave all students, but maybe you want to edit and update, you would then choose your students with a filter so that you don't have to have all students up at the same time. You can filter one student, 5 students, a group of 10 students at a time, which makes it quite nice. If you're doing all your students, you just say find students. It's going to load the quarter that you are currently in, and then there's a button here you can see as I mouse over. You click load, and it gives you all the fields that you have available to you for entry. Now, there's multiple ways you can enter grades. You can choose, these are all clickable links. You can choose the student, and the student's report card will load. One individual report card at a time. You can choose the primary fields, and it will load the primary fields, which you can scroll across the report card and fill them in multiple entries at a time. Or you can also just pick off a particular field. Maybe you're a PE teacher or a speech teacher, or you're just looking for one particular thing, like you want to enter the reading comprehension, or you want to enter their performance in the classroom for reading for the quarter. You can click these all individually. You get your entire class, and you can put them in there that way. One nice feature that they have is that there are fill down boxes, so you can choose an average if there is such a thing and add it to the field, and then click on fill down, and it will literally fill every box for that. When you're finished, of course, you click save. When you're ready to get out and go publish and print, then you want to hit publish. So that is your entry. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can narrow it down as much as you would like, and then once your grades are completely entered, then you go back into your printing queue filter, which you can ask it for all students, or you can ask it for current students, and then or you can select specific students by name and pick them off a pick list. So you can either say select all or select none, and it will take all students off your list, and then you can print. So it gives you quite a few options for selecting and printing, which is quite nice. And then over on this side you will see this is the history of your print queue, and sometimes you might have printed 4 report cards, and other times you might have printed 32 because you printed your entire class. But it will have every print queue that you have ever downloaded. So it brings it down as a download with several options. You can have it in an Excel or a PDF, and even more options than that. You can ask it to go into other ways so that you can download it and export it. And that's how you get your report cards. In preferences, you will find a couple of options that are kind of nice that you notice when all the students popped up. It takes up your entire screen, and sometimes when you're in that option of multiple entry, your students' names might leave the screen when you have multiple columns in a row and you're trying to enter. So it's nice that you can tell it, okay, so every 3 columns I want to see a student's name, and that way you always can see the student's name as you're entering, and you never lose sight of who you're trying. So you don't have to scroll your screen back and forth in order to be able to do that.